Hi everyone, welcome to week 29 of our 2018 Home Organizing Challenge. This week we are going to start a 3-week series on sentimental items. Now, sentimental items are often one of the toughest things to organize, to declutter, to figure out what to do with. And there's many different reasons. So this week we are going to focus on the reasons why you might be holding on to items. So it's not a really big action week this week, but I really want you to think really hard about maybe some of the items that are taking up space in your closets, in your garage. Maybe you have a storage unit full of items from your parents' house and you have no idea what to do with them. So start thinking about some of those items that you know that you have, and hopefully some of the ideas that I bring up this week will get your brain flowing and get some ideas going for you so that we can start taking some action over the next couple weeks with those items. So this week, we're going to talk about the 2 biggest reasons that people hold on to sentimental items. The first reason are memories. Right? When you think of that item, when you're holding that item in your hand, what pops into your head? Are they good memories? Is it something that belonged to your mother who's no longer here? Is it something that belonged to another family member, a grandparent? Maybe it's something that goes way, way, way back and it's a family heirloom. And so those memories that you hold, it's very hard to differentiate between the memory in your brain and the thing that actually happened. So the event, the family member, whatever it was that ties you to that item, it's very hard to separate that memory from the physical item. I see this a lot as I'm helping families go through sentimental items. One of the areas that I see this the most are collections. So I have a client whose mother had a collection of mugs, coffee mugs, and she has so many mugs, but she just doesn't know what to do with all of them. But because they belong to her mother, she was having a really tough time making those decisions. So, there's a lot of memories that we hold on to. And the thing that I try to work with families the most when we're dealing with sentimental items is really separating the memory from the item. I ask a lot of questions. And so some of these questions I want you to ask yourself this week. What is that memory? What is tied to that specific item? Is it a good memory? Is it a bad memory? Sometimes we hold on to things from people who we didn't even really like. And as bad as that sounds, there's a lot of guilt, and we'll talk about guilt in just a minute, but there's a lot of guilt that we hold on to. And so, is that a happy memory? Is it a sad memory? Is it a memory of an event that actually happened? Or is it just, you went into a family member's home and, things were just kind of handed to you and you took them because you loved that family member, but those items really don't mean very much to you. So, in some of that discussion and some of those questions with yourself and, maybe another family member, you can start to identify those things that are truly important versus the things that you just have because, you think you should have them. Now, the second biggest reason that we hold on to these sentimental items and we just don't know what to do with them is because of guilt. So, we keep a lot of things because of guilt. So maybe someone gave it to you as a gift. Maybe, again, someone passed away and you got all of this stuff and you feel like you should keep it. We do a lot of things because we think we should. So my biggest tip for you, if you are holding on to things because of guilt, is to really ask yourself, is it just purely guilt driven, or do I have any connection to this item, to the person, to the story? What is the importance of it? And hopefully that will help you start to kind of differentiate between those things that are truly important and those things that are just sitting around, maybe taking up space that you don't have. Now, one thing I do want you to keep in mind this week, as you're kind of getting some of these questions figured out and some of these items, identifying what's truly important versus what's not, is that my goal is never for you to get rid of all your stuff. I just want you to really be comfortable with what you have in your home. If you feel like you've got too much stuff and you just don't know where to start, then by all means, hopefully over the next couple weeks, we'll make some really great progress and you'll feel much more comfortable letting go of those items. But if your objective is not to let go, but rather to get things out of the closet, out of the garage, display them, find a home for them somewhere in your home so that you can truly celebrate them, I am all for that as well. So you really have to understand that sentimental items and decluttering and organizing those types of items is very, very much a personal decision. So I'm here to support you over the next few weeks. Please leave me any questions or comments as you think of them. And I look forward to helping you on this journey. Thanks everyone. Have a great week. Bye-bye.